What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Morgan County Movers and Shakers. My name is Jan Sullivan, and on today's show, we have Lisa Cronic. She is the owner of Victory Cast Iron and Restoration. She can take all those cast iron pots that you have and pans that you don't know what to do with and make them look gorgeous again and usable and not crusty and rusty like mine.
That's right.
I'm so excited for you all to get to know Lisa and her business. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Well, I've got lots of questions because I want everybody to know how cool and and incredible you are.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just start with how about you tell us a little bit about your business?
Okay, so this is how it got started. My husband had a couple of pieces passed down from some of his family. And he is a drug and alcohol counselor by day and a pastor. And so when the pandemic happened, he was at home like everyone, and he started looking at his cast iron skillets and he started researching how to properly restore it without damaging the iron. And so he found a method called an electrolysis method. So basically it is a huge tank. It started off as a small tank. Now it's a huge tank. But you put these steel plates in the tank and you hook a battery up to it and it removes everything off the iron through electrical current from the water. And so it basically strips it back down to bare iron. And then we start the process of building back the seasoning.
So you season it for us.
We do. But when you get it back, it's completely restored and ready to cook on.
Awesome. Sounds a little dangerous to me.
It's super fun, very sciencey. And so when he started doing that for his personal skillets, his family found out about it. So they asked us, would he restore it for them? And then they loved it and they started telling everyone else. And so now we actually set up a booth every Saturday. We take our cast iron skillets and we buy it, sell it, restore it, and people drop it off with us and we clean them and send it back.
It's amazing how God works.
Yes.
Giving you a gift you didn't know you had.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. And there's a whole world of cast iron out there that I did not know was like such a big deal, but it is.
I've got a friend that's a collector, so I'll tell her about you as well.
I love that. Love that.
So tell us, where are you originally from?
Okay, so I'm born in Denton, Texas. I lived in Arkansas for a little bit, but I grew up in Florida. Grew up in Daytona Beach. And then I moved to Madison in December of 05.
Okay. So you've been here all that time?
I've been in Madison, but then when I met my husband and we were here for a few years and then we went to Greene County. We've been in ministry for 10 years. So we just moved back to Morgan County after being gone 10 years. And let me tell you, it has grown a ton. So now we're back.
Glad you're back.
Thank you. We're so glad to be back.
So what drives you to continue on doing the restoration with the cast iron? What is it that makes it so fun?
Honestly, it's my kids and my husband. So I have my husband and I have a 16-year-old, and he has just been watching his dad this whole time, and he can run the business by himself. He knows all of it. He knows how to do it. He knows how to sell it. He's a wonderful salesman. You guys should definitely come and see him. But he loves it, and it's just fun to see the family do it together.
Nice.
And we're homeschoolers, so it teaches my kids
science and sales and business.
Yeah,
and
it teaches them
running
a lot
a
of
business.
entrepreneurship. And so, yeah.
So what has surprised you most about owning this business?
Well, other than the whole world of cast iron that there is out there that I didn't know existed, I guess it's kind of fascinating how, it's like it's good, and then you have to come up with something new, or you have to, you have to sell it. You gotta sell it.
Yeah,
that's been the most interesting part to me is you have to change it.
Yeah,
keep it fresh.
Yeah. Everything has to be new. So what was it like when you first started?
We had no idea what we were doing.
Most people starting a business don't know what they're doing.
We had no idea what we were doing at all.
Yeah.
But we faked it. But we've had some really great, we've met tons of people. My favorite thing, and I don't know if this might be one of your questions, my favorite thing about doing this business is we talk to so many people and we use our business not only to restore cast iron, not only to be with our family and to watch them thrive, but also we love to talk about Jesus. That is how we got our name. It's from 1 Corinthians 15:57, which says, "Thanks be to God, for we've been given victory through our Lord Jesus Christ." So we use all platforms to talk about Jesus. And we've met tons of people.
Well, because Jesus was about restoration too.
Love it. Yep, that'll preach.
So, did I ask you this? What is something that most people don't know about this business?
Well, I guess maybe they don't know about the electrolysis part.
How it works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever do demonstrations when you have
No, because it takes so much. And like I said, our first tank was just a few gallons. It was just like one of those plastic containers that you might buy at like Lowe's or something. And now it's a 250-gallon tank. Like we can put a whole cauldron in that thing. So it's pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, that'd be hard lugging that around to the farmer's market.
Yeah. What would customers say they love most about your business?
Oh my kids. They're so great. They really are devoted to doing it. So far no one said like, "Oh, I don't like the work you've done." Like most people seem pretty pleased with our work. So that's been wonderful.
Okay. Sounds good. Any odd requests from clients?
Yes.
Any you can share?
I'm trying to think. Well, anything that's like anything that you would restore, because you can do guns, you can do like we do antique tools, we do axe heads, things like that. So, we had someone ask us if we could do their like black stone, which we could if we could fit into our
If it would fit
tank.
into the tank.
Yeah. So if you can fit it in the tank, you can do it. So we get lots of.
Well, I'm gonna have to plead ignorance here because I'm not really sure what a black stone is.
It's like those really popular grills. They're really popular right now. It's like the top, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because they get rusty. That's like one of the things that they kind of run into problems with. So
you have to figure that one out.
If it's rusty, dusty, or crusty, we can.
You got that? If it's rusty, dusty, or crusty. She's not talking about your husband's like.
Can't help you there. I
don't. So what are your goals for the coming year?
I think I would like to keep, obviously we want it to grow. It would be so fun to just like be able to go kind of farther away because part of the whole process is we get to go picking to find it. Because we buy and sell it. We restore it as a business, but also we buy and sell it. So it's super fun in business when you can get a good deal and then you can restore it and then you can sell it for a good deal and your customer's getting a great deal. So everybody makes money. Everybody feels like they got a good deal. It's very fun. So it'd be great if we could go and do further away. Maybe it'd be fun to take my husband to the lodge.
Maybe
in Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe you guys can have a TV show. Cast iron restoration.
Absolutely.
It'd be so cool.
That'd be great.
Any producers out there that are looking for a new shows?
This would call us, yeah.
Like those picker shows. So what do you see besides having a vat big enough to do a what do you call it, a flagstone? What do you see are some of your biggest challenges?
It's kind of a niche thing. So I only know because like we're at the farmers markets right now. And so that's kind of where we're able to sell our business. So if there's no people there, it's kind of hard to let people know about what we do. So that's been a challenge because I mean, there's plenty of times we have lugged around that heavy cast iron and
Yeah.
we've, tried to dodge rain because water and iron don't go well together. It's just hours of work to correct all that. So,
Mhm.
that's been a challenge is just not, um, maybe, maybe just not enough exposure.
Okay. Well, hopefully this will
Yeah,
help.
yeah, I hope so.
Okay. So how long have you lived in Morgan County this time?
Just almost a year,
Just a year.
4 days before Christmas.
Yay! But she's been here.
My
She's
husband is homegrown. Y'all
homegrown.
don't worry. I
Yeah.
know I'm from all over the place, but he's homegrown. You don't have to worry about him.
So why did you choose to come back to this area? Why did you choose to come back to Madison?
It's my husband's home, and we put a modular home on family land. So my kids just get to shoot across the field to grandma and grandpa's.
There you go, family. What
Mhm.
would you say you love most about Madison?
Um,
Besides like
um,
the people, like foreigners.
her. But people like you for real. We were just talking before this interview, and it's so interesting. Like it's just so small town feel. And I remember when I moved here. Of course, it was way smaller in '06 when I
Mhm.
moved here. But it's just everybody, knows everybody, and it's very sweet. It's very different than Daytona Beach. I'll
Oh
say
yeah. Yeah.
that.
What are your favorite restaurants in Madison?
Farm View.
I know we're at Farmview, in case you can't tell.
I like Farm View. I haven't got to really go around and check out a whole bunch since we've
We've got some new
did
ones.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I'd love to go out on the square because there's
Hmm.
all that's different now.
Yeah, that's all new.
So what are some of your favorites? Maybe you could send me.
I just I need a good cheeseburger,
A
and this place,
cheeseburger.
Farmview,
Yeah,
has a
I
great
know. True.
cheeseburger. That's my go-to. But yeah, I mean, but to be taken out for a nice dinner, I like Town 220 or Ricardo.
Yeah.
And again, I haven't tried the new ones that are out there. Betty Jean's, we've heard a lot about them. They sound pretty good. I just haven't been there
Yeah.
yet. The Mad Taco. I've been there. They're good. A little pricey for
For a
me, but
taco.
yeah, for a taco. But if you're mad about tacos, yeah,
We are some home buddies. We love to be at home, and so I cook all the time.
I have to
So
come to your house
I
because
know,
I
well,
don't
come
cook.
over. I don't know about restaurants, but you can come over and eat tacos.
So besides it having grown so much since the last time you were here, what are any significant changes that you've seen?
It does seem like there's more businesses.
Hmm. I think so.
Mm,
Do you think that that's helped improve the town any?
no, I don't know if I've been here. I will say I have some young neighbors that live across the field from me, and they have a small little homestead, and that's kind of our goal
Is to have one?
is to have a homestead, and it's just so sweet to see those young. It's a young couple, and they've got like a couple little cute kids. Well,
Hmm.
she just had a baby, but it's just so sweet. You get your eggs and
Chicken.
vegetables, and yeah, and I really love it.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna have
think
to.
businesses like that are amazing.
Yeah, we got to go back to growing our own food here pretty soon. It's almost too expensive to go grocery
It
shopping
is.
anymore.
It's true.
What would you like to see improve in Madison?
Can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like it's so sweet.
Hmm.
This is a special place to me.
It is. I don't. I kind of wish they would fill my little potholes quicker than.
That's true.
I wish I didn't have to call again.
Well, don't go to Green County then.
I know they're worse, but that's part of being in a small town too. It's like they just don't have what big cities have. So I'm a big city person. So what is something that most people don't know about you?
I don't know. I'm pretty transparent. Um,
Any hidden talents?
I don't know about hidden talents. I can tell you, like I said, we love Jesus. We're crazy about him. I'd love to pray with you if you need that. I'm about that. My husband's a minister, and we just believe in the family unit. Um,
Okay. Why do you think it's important for people to shop local? I know these come
well,
out of
I'm trying not to get too crazy, but because it's like the companies get so big, they don't care about the customer anymore. And then you're given your options are what they have.
right.
So there's no person to person transaction anymore.
No customer service.
Right. And so like the small businesses are so important. And especially if you're talking about food, like you're growing your own food and things like that, like our food system is so messed up now. There's so many additives and there's so many um toxic things that we're eating every day, and we don't know about it, and then if we do know about it, we don't have a way to not do that. What I mean?
Right.
It's gotten so big now that we don't have any options.
Right.
We are completely dependent on what they give us. So that's why it's important to support small businesses. And I know some amazing people, like they have these little farms and they're doing great. They're great things. So for sure,
Yeah.
small businesses, that's the way to go.
So, what are some of the highest highs you've had in life so far?
The highest highs?
Yeah.
Well, of course, when I met my husband, that's the highest high right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is your most memorable customer experience?
Okay. So, um, I do our business with my kids. So my 16-year-old, this last year we've done it. He really took on a lot more responsibility. And we had restored a pan for someone, and it was a man that comes a lot, and like he built a rapport with this man. Um, and the guy was super cool, and my son made a mistake, and it's so random because we had like two pans in the tank, and one was his, and one looked exactly like his, except for like one little difference. And it was just in the tank and it wasn't tagged or anything. It was ours. And so we had to ask him, which is embarrassing, which one of these two is yours? But he was so cool. And he was like, let me get my wife. She'll know exactly which one
Oh
it
my
is. And
gosh.
she was in the car and they were super cool. And my son was like rehearsing what he was going to say to this man when he saw him that day because he'd made a mistake. And um that is so memorable to me because he was so cool and it was no big deal. And he got to learn from that mistake instead of it being like,
Damaging.
something. Yeah.
Detrimental.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and he's still super cool. Like he comes and looks for him and shakes his hand. And so if you're watching this, cool customer,
Thank you.
be it that way.
You've made
You are awesome. Don't
you've got a
stop being
future entrepreneur that's getting ready to take off in this business in just a few years. So yeah, awesome. Favorite places to go in Morgan County?
Hmm. I haven't been able to do anything since I've been here, really.
Home.
We went trick or treating the other day. That was so fun. I'm not going to tell you where though, because then y'all might try to go there next year.
I just looked for the leftover candy at Walmart. Give me some chocolate. What else do you do besides work?
I homeschool my children. My husband just started another business, so that has kept me pretty busy. Um, like I said, we are just beginning our homestead, so that's a lot of work. And I don't know, my husband's a pastor. There's all of those things.
Always something. Yeah. Anything exciting going on with your business that customers should know about?
Well, we are at the farmers market at Harmony Crossing every Saturday. We're on a fall schedule now, so it's from 9 to 1. You can come check us out and let us know that you saw this video.
Yeah. What is the best way for customers to contact you?
Probably be just my Probably just my phone number.
Okay, your phone number.
Mhm.
And we will put phone number and website, all that stuff at the bottom of the video, as well as on her park bench page as well. So,
Yay!
um, one memory from childhood that stands out to you.
Hmm. This is a deep question.
Mhm.
No, child.
Think back to when you were a kid. Where do you go?
Okay, well, I'm gonna skip fast forward to the teenager, maybe. So when I was like 14, um, I worked my first bike week in Daytona Beach and Bloomingdale, and I sold t-shirts.
Okay.
So you would come maybe and get pick out your t-shirt, and we had a big press machine, and this was like in the 90s, so
Yeah, I
that was
remember
a
those
huge
things.
thing. So you could just come pick out your decal, and we would make whatever t-shirt you want. So I sold t-shirts, and I absolutely loved it, and I just love doing all things small business, you know.
Well,
So
see, God was starting you out early.
I love it.
So, what does the future hold for you?
I don't know. Um, I don't know, all the good things, family, friendship.
Well, you gotta
Just
do
wanna
it.
live. I know. You know, yeah, that's right. I just want to live a humble life and, take care of my family. So,
Okay, sounds good. When your life is over, how do you want to be remembered?
well, I had a friend of ours, his wife died, and we went to the service, and at the service, her son got up and spoke about his mother, and he said that she never forgot what Jesus did for her. She always remembered what he did for her. She never forgot her salvation. So I want that to be said of me as well.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just she never got over what Jesus did for her. Don't you want to be thought of like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
It's amazing. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode of Morgan County Movers and Shakers. If you like the show, hit the like button. If you didn't like the show, hit the dislike button. We don't care. We just want to hear from you because that means we know that you're listening and you're watching. If you have questions, feedback, or an opinion you want to share, comment below. And if you know somebody that should see this, that has cast iron, that's a collector, or just needs to have their skillet cleaned up because,
Yes.
it's overused and it's overprocessed,
Dusty person.
then you know who to share this video to. Okay. And if you want to get notified when another episode comes out, so you can get to know hidden gems like this woman, Lisa, who does this cool thing, click the bell icon notification thing there. Your engagement means more to me than you know because it helps local businesses and it helps tell these platforms that we want this kind of information out there. So please, 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 it helps us grow this area in Morgan County. So thank you in advance. And if you're thinking about buying or selling, investing in real estate in Morgan County, and you want to work with a local market expert, that's me. I work with eXp Realty and I've been in real estate for about 2 years now. And we're in a really hard time right now with real estate, but we're still selling it. So if you want to move, give me a call. I live in Madison. I specialize in Morgan County in this area, and I can help you find the right home and negotiate better deals for you because I've chosen to be a local market expert. And even if you're not ready to move and you want to just chat about real estate, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Just reach out to me. My email and my phone number and my Facebook page and all that wonderful information will be located again at the bottom of the video. So thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa, for being here with us today. And I hope that you get lots of business from people watching this and you make some new friends in the area.
That would be great.
Because people in Madison and Morgan County are pretty spectacular people. So
Absolutely.
appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you guys. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.